Thought I'd do a recap of UFC 86. Now, I didn't watch it, but I read the recaps online. First match, Justin Buckholes, his name's Buckholes, not Butchholes, got it right this time, defeated Cory Hill via submission, rear naked choke. Alright, here's my problem with this match. Cory Hill in the Ultimate Fighter 5, he fought Nate Diaz, and he was kicking Nate Diaz's ass. He was standing up and throwing him down like a rag doll, using his box and everything. Then he decided to go into Nate Diaz's guard, and that's where he got caught. Same thing here. Cory was dominating from what I read. He got buckled by a kick and decided to take it down to the ground. That's great. You can take it down, Cory, but stand right back up. Use that reach advantage. Get right back up. You can use it for recovery time and points. That takedown. But no, don't stay in the guy's guard because you're too green. You don't have good jiu-jitsu. He stayed in the guard and got submitted. Come on, Cory. Cory has the opportunity to be the Tim Sylvia of 155, but he's not doing it. I'm a little let down. Next, Melvin Guillard defeated Dennis Siver. KO punch. I predicted this wrong, just like the before match. I predicted it wrong too. Melvin looks like he's going to stay a little longer in the UFC. He's exciting, but he has a bad attitude and talks a lot of trash. I don't like him. Cole Miller defeated George Gorgel via submission, triangle choke. I knew Cole Miller would win this. He's just better at MMA jiu-jitsu, and that's a big thing. Also, I thought he was a better fighter overall, and he won. Congrats to Cole Miller. Hopefully, I never have to see George again in the UFC. He's not a bad guy. He's not the caliber of UFC fighters. So he should go to a smaller show, rack up some wins. Maybe he can come back, or just be content with being one of the smaller show guys. Next, Gabriel Gonzaga defeated Justin McCooley. No big surprise there. Gabriel is a good guy. He should be back, and he mixes things. Get back up there, Gabriel. That's a good start. Justin, I think Justin should work on getting down to 205. If he could do that, I think he could make an impact there. He's just not doing anything at heavyweight. Tyson Griffin defeat Marcus Aurelio. I called it. I think everyone else called it too. No big surprise. And it's a decision. Tyson has a lot of those. Tyson's a tough guy. You're just not gonna beat him when he can control where the fight goes. So that's in the books, and Tyson keeps on winning. Good for him. Josh Koscheck versus Chris Lytle. I read it. This was a really bloody match, and that's not a real big surprise because Lytle has really thin skin. Other than that, it was a real boring fight, they said. Other than the blood made it, fun, I guess, if you're into that kind of thing, that kind of gore. But Josh Koscheck wins, and they were saying he kind of used his patented blanket technique again. So take it for what it's worth. Blah. Joe Stevenson defeated Gleison Tiaboe. I think it's Tiaboe. Via submission, guillotine choke. He's good at those guillotines. He caught Melvin in a guillotine. He's using the guillotine choke well. They say Tiaboe won the first round. That's kind of a surprise to me. But Stevenson came back and got that second round. That's where it counts. I think they said Gleison had a omoplata, but he couldn't finish Stevenson with it, and Stevenson just ran the clock out in the first round, came back in the second, and was able to get the guillotine. So good to him. I hope he works his way back up. I want mine to fight with him and Florian. That'd be interesting to me. But Florian's already fighting Roger Horita, I guess. I don't know. And maybe something like a Nate Diaz or something. I don't know. Patrick Cote defeated Ricardo Almeida via split decision. Close fight, but I called it. Thought Cote was on a streak, had a good momentum going. Cote gets the win. Good for Cote. A lot of people said it was kind of lackluster, and you know, looking at this match, you can't just justify Cote fighting Anderson Silva. He can't hang with Silva. I don't know if he ever will hang with Anderson. I don't know. But he needs maybe another match or two before he could get up there. So it's not happening right now. And of course, the main event. Forrest Griffin defeated Quinton Jackson, which I called. Although a lot of controversies on this fight. A lot of people are saying Forrest lost round 1, won round 2. And a lot of people are saying the rest went all to Quinton. I haven't seen the fight. I'm going to look at the fight and I'll look at it and see. But I'm just happy for Forrest. I mean, just going by the results. I haven't seen the fight. I may be outraged if I see a really one-sided fight go to someone who didn't deserve it. But like I said, that's a great story. That's an awesome story. You could sell that, in the theaters. Tough Enough, the Ultimate Fighter first season noob goes on to win the title of his choice. That's beautiful. And it'd be even cooler if they actually, who deserves a title shot next is Lyoto Machida. Give it to him over anyone else. But it'd be cool if he fought Chuck Liddell, because that was his coach from the Ultimate Fighter, and it's kind of neat, the master versus the apprentice kind of thing. But Chuck Liddell doesn't deserve that yet. He just beat Wandy lately, and that's it. He only has one win. So next, Lyoto, I guess. And then for Quinton has a few options. I'd like to see him fight Wanderlei. Fight Wanderlei again and see how Quinton does in the cage against Wanderlei Silva. Or maybe, yeah, that'd be a good match. And I think a win there for either could earn either a title shot. Because I think Silva's coming off the win against Keith Jardine. And when people beat people, they kind of absorb their streaks. So Keith Jardine was almost in line for a title shot too. So I put Silva up there. So, or they could rematch Jackson with Shogun. That'd be interesting. Although if Shogun won, I don't think he'd be in line for a title shot right away. But you could do that with Silva. That's about it. It's a good story. It sounded like a good fight. I'm going to go watch it somehow, some way. I may order it off of UFC.com or something and pay money. I'm smooth. Otherwise, I'll talk to y'all guys later. Oh, I went 7-2 on this card. 7 wins, 2 losses. That ain't bad. Overall, my YouTube predictions, I am 14-5. 14-5. Not a bad record so far. We'll see. Next, we got another the fight night coming up. And I forgot what number it is, but it's coming up about 2 weeks. And we got the Affliction card, and I'll do my predictions for both. So until then, if you just watched my channel for these, bye.